What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Wilson, and today's topic is artificial decor versus natural decor, and what is better. But before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave a comment. I would love to know what you prefer. All right? Now let's talk about what is better and why. So when it comes to setting up an aquarium, I think that that's one of the biggest artistic displays that you can have. Regardless of the fish selection, it comes down to decor. Are we going to use wood? Are we going to use stone? Are we going to use artificial colors? Are we going to use brightly colored gravel or sand that's more natural? What is it that's going to set this aquarium off for us? Well, which one is better for us? But more importantly, which one is better for them? And I think that's where we lose all of the focus, is regardless if you choose artificial decor or you choose natural decor, it's really up to the fish if they prefer it or not. But how would we know if, well, these guys do prefer it? Well, there's a few different ways that we can tell, and it's more natural behavior. Male, female, mating, burrowing, creating bowers, hiding, making caves, moving things. So more importantly, it comes down to what fish are you keeping and what do they really require? Now, if a fish likes to move around a lot of sand in its natural habitat, even if it is 8, 9, 10 years out of the wild, well, if you have massive pieces of fake gravel or you have heavy big stones or a bare bottom, well, you're not going to get the same natural movements and behavior that, well, you chose those fish for. For instance, I have buffalo head cichlids. I have two types. I have slender, and I'll call them regular or chub. And what's really neat is they burrow. And what I mean by burrowing is they take the sand and they move it around. And I'm going to show you here, but they move it around in a way that, well, is really great because they create their own caves from whether it's wood and stone, a mixture of it, and leaves and pebbles and things of that nature. So that's why I went with this specific scape or decor. Now, when you see other tanks like this one, you may notice that there's fake rocks and real rocks and wood. Well, that's a combination. Now, these fish don't necessarily use a lot of the sand, but I've got real shells in here as well to showcase their ability to move the shells and the sand. Now, the bigger fish in this aquarium, well, their design is specifically open water swimmers. They may pick off the rocks and wood, but ultimately, you can do whatever it is you'd like to do for these specific fish. So I think what it comes down to is, whenever we're setting up an aquarium, we should be really focused in on what is best for the fish, not necessarily us. We're not the ones swimming in it. Now, granted, we're looking at it, and that's very important, but overall, if it's for the fish, you're gonna get a far more relaxing environment and a far more enjoyable environment if you set it up more naturally to the fish's habits. And I took some of this when I went to the aquarium today with my son, and we were discussing certain things, and I saw a sign that said, we're open late on Tuesday till 9 p.m. for the night owls. But come in before we close and you can see some really great behaviors that you wouldn't otherwise see during the day. So even when lights are out, fish are behaving in a different way than when lights are on. So imagine creating the most natural environment you can, but is still very appealing to you, how awesome it would be for those fish and you and your family. So I guess what it comes down to is which one is better? Well, it's whatever's better for your fish is better. Whether it's a mixture of real and artificial, or it's all real with a couple of artificial rocks, or it's this crazy lime green, brightly colored black gravel, glow in the dark type tank. Well, if your fish don't really have any natural behaviors other than just swimming in open water, well, then that's not a bad thing. But if you've got fish that require certain things or do certain things, then it's best to know those characteristics so you can provide the best decor for that specific fish. So, what's the best? Well, we already said it. Whatever's best for those fish is what's best. So, go out, get yourself an amazing aquarium, a glass box of some sort, and decorate it to the amazing fish that you want to keep. But just remember to make sure that you get the right size aquarium for the fish that you're going to keep, not when it's this big, but when it's full grown. And, well, if you do that, you have the space and you have the finances to do so, you'll find that this hobby is extremely enjoyable. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little take on what's better, natural or artificial for your fish, and I hope you learned something. That's more important. So, hope you left that comment regarding what have you set up your aquarium with, artificial or real? Tune in every Wednesday night. There is a live video. We talk about some crazy things off the wall, and, well, we're getting back to videos on Sunday, and there's a ton of amazing stuff up ahead. I cannot wait. I hope to see you there. Well, actually, I don't really get to see you there unless you comment, but I hope you enjoy the content that is to come, because I sure as heck am going to enjoy building these awesome projects. You know what's next. Holla! All right, I see you stayed for a little bit of motivation. I really don't have any. I don't. Here's the idea. Spread more good than you spread bad. And don't take more than you give. That's it. If you do that, you'll find it's far better. Everything is far better. So you can't take out what you don't have. So if you deposit more, then, well, when you do need it, you can ask for it. Or hopefully it's already there for you when you need it. So that's it. Spread more good than bad and give more than you take. That's it. Enjoy your week.